Niddah Daf Yudalid. Those who ride camels are considered Rishayim because the heat of the camel can create keri, and therefore they're usher to eat truma. Those who spend their life at sea, they're considered tzaddikim because they're in constant fear and they daven HaKadosh Baruch Hu to save them. Those who ride donkeys, depends. Sometimes they're Rishayim, sometimes they're tzaddikim. According to one pshat, either if they use a saddle, they're tzaddikim. If they don't use a saddle, the heat of the donkey creates the same issue with keri. Or if both of their legs are on one side of the donkey, they're tzaddikim. If they straddle the donkey, one leg on each side, they're Rishayim. Rabbi Shua ben Levi would curse those who went to sleep on their back because it could bring them to a situation of busha unless they're slightly tilted to the side. However, for Kriya Shema, being slightly tilted to the side is not enough. You cannot say Kriya Shema like that. Unless you're a heavy person like Rabbi Yochanan, who was Baal Basar, would say Kriya Shema laying on his back, tilted slightly to the side. Says the Mishnah, there was a minhag of Bnei Yisrael that they would do a bedika after Tashmish and also have their husbands do a bedika after Tashmish. They would also, if they were tznuos, they would use another clean bedika cloth before. If the man finds dam on his bedika, that would mean that it came from Tashmish, and therefore they are both tamei, they both have to bring a korban. If the woman finds dam, there are 3 zmanim where she can find the dam. If she found it immediately after Tashmish, obviously they came from Tashmish, they're both tamei, they both bring a korban. If she found it slightly after that zman, where the Gemara says, where as long as it takes to retrieve the bedika cloth from under a pillow, then she's sofek tamei. And the third zman is slightly after that zman. And in that, we have a 3-way machlokes. Going all the way to the worst case scenario, Rabbi Kiva says they are both tamei for 7 days. According to Rabbi Yehuda, the son of Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, they're both tar completely. And then you have the middle shita chachamim who say that they're tamei, the husband is tamei ad ha'erev, till the night. According to Rav Ashi, the second zman and the third zman are both the same. It just depends if she has the big cloth in her hand or not. Why don't we say that this dam is not dam nida and it's dam kina? It comes from a louse. There were lice in those days. It was a common thing. So says the Gemara, because that makom is bodik mekinim. We know chazaka there's no kinim there, or it's too dachok, it's too hard for a kina to live there. The difference is if you found a louse that was crushed. Says Rav, if a woman checked the bedika cloth and there's no dam, and she put the bedika cloth on a place on her body, let's say on her thigh, upper thigh, where there's no dam, and later on she took a look and she saw there was dam on her thigh. Now the dam did not come from anywhere else but the bedika cloth. Therefore, he says she is considered tamei. If a person, and this is the discussion of the Gemara Machlokes, if a woman did a bedika and instead of looking at it, she couldn't look at it, she put it in a drawer, she put it in a box, and at a later date she opened up the drawer and she saw that it has dam. According to Rebbe, and Rebbe Chia when he was younger, they say that since there was more dam than the size of a kina, a louse, in other words, it was the size of a gris, more than a gris, it has to be, it's dam nida and she's tamei. Later on, Rebbe Chia retracted and he said that she's tar. The Gemara says the story. Rebbe would praise Rabbi Yossi Rebbe Chama to Rabbi Shmuel. He would tell Rabbi Shmuel, this Rabbi Yossi is a tremendous gadol. Says Rabbi Shmuel, I want to interview him. I want to see if he's in fact a gadol. So Rebbe brings Rabbi Yossi to Rabbi Shmuel. Says Rabbi Shmuel to Rabbi Yossi, ask me anything you want. So Rabbi Yossi asked him this question: a woman who took a fresh bedika cloth and put it in a box and later found down, what's the halacha? Says Rabbi Shmuel, I'll give you 2 options. Do you want to hear what Rebbe says, or do you want to hear what my Rebbe says? My Rebbe had the same name as you, Rabbi Yossi. Who do you want to hear? Says Rabbi Yossi, I would like to hear what Rebbe says. Says Rabbi Shmuel, aha, I can tell that you're not a gadol. Because if you're a gadol, you wouldn't pick the Talmud Rebbe, you'd pick Rebbe's Rebbe, who's Rabbi Yossi. Why did Rabbi Yossi pick Rebbe and not Rabbi Yossi? The answer is because Rabbi Yossi thought that since Rebbe had so many people coming through his door, his Talmud, his halacha became a chud, it became sharp. He wanted to hear Rebbe's pshat. What does Rebbe say and what does Rabbi Yossi say? Rebbe says tamei. Why? Similar to what Remeir holds by a woman who relieves herself of tanim and she sees dam. Now, dam in tanim comes from a wound most of the time. From within the body, it should be tar. Says Remeir, if the woman is standing, it's possible, because it's hard for the tanim to come out, perhaps they went back into the body, drew some blood from the makar and came back out, and therefore this woman is tamei. If she was sitting, it comes out naturally, and there's no reason to believe it went back into the body to grab blood. And Rabbi Yossi holds like his own shita that what? That in both cases, standing and sitting, she's tar. Have a wonderful day.